Hello all, I'm Guna Mathivanan. Welcome back to Simply Current Affairs. In today's Current Affairs Hitlist series, we are going to discuss two very important topics. But before going into the topic, friends, we are conducting a free open mock test based on current affairs and current affairs linked static, that is GS areas. So primarily it is current affairs test. Along with that, those general studies related to current affairs will also be tested. So to take this test, you can visit our website www.simplycurrentaffairs.com. In the home page, you have the courses section. In the courses section, you can click and the first icon will be regarding the free open mock test. You can buy the course for free and you can take the test. This will be very useful. So for all the 100 questions, we will be giving you a detailed discussion by a team of experts. So for your last minute revision, these questions is going to be very, very useful. Right. The first topic for today's hit list is NavIC or IRNSS, Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System, or it is also referred as Navigation with Indian Constellation. So we all know about GPS, the Global Positioning System. Our Google Maps we use, right? That is taking the use of GPS. GPS is USA's positioning system. So like GPS, India has our own kind of positioning system called as NavIC or IRNSS. We generally call it as NavIC, Navigation with Indian Constellation. Unlike GPS is for the entire world, that provides positioning system for the entire world. Unlike GPS, India's IRNSS, that is India's NavIC, that provides positioning system within India and also 1500 kilometers from the boundary of India. So within India, you will be getting positioning system and 1500 kilometers. Okay, you mark a boundary. There also you will be getting the positioning system. This area is called as prime service area. This area is called as prime service area. Beyond which also our NavIC provides positioning service that is called as extended service area. So when I say prime service area, that gives navigation system within India and also 1500 kilometers beyond the borders. Like that, we also have ESA, extended service area, that is even more bigger region. So it is going to give you positioning system between 30 degree south to 50 degree north, 30 degree east to 130 degree east. Okay, so you mark all these coordinates. Till that area, our IRNSS will be providing positioning system. Okay, so this NavIC or IRNSS that provides a standard service and restricted service. Standard service is for all, you, me, anybody can use. So like how we have Google Maps, we can develop an application which can use the IRNSS signals and it can provide positioning system. So the signals which everybody can use for positioning system, that is called a standard service. And we also have restricted service for certain areas, let's say for defense of the forces in the country, they will be having access for strategic locations, that is called as restricted service, that is not available for all. Standard service is available for all. Okay, so the idea of having our own regional navigation satellite system was born during the Kargil war. During Kargil war, India was seeking the positioning support from USA, but USA refused to help us. So that time the government decided that we cannot depend on other countries for positioning, we have to develop our own. So from 2013 to 2016, in this time period, ISRO has sent 7+1 satellites to space. 7 satellites plus 1 replacement satellite, 1 ad hoc satellite was sent to space. These 7 satellites are placed in geosynchronous orbit. Geosynchronous orbit. Actually, 4 satellites are placed in geosynchronous orbit and 3 satellites are placed in geostationary orbit. And you should know geostationary orbit is also a geosynchronous orbit with a difference. I will explain. So Earth, Okay, equator. Geosynchronous orbit, it is at a location, it is at a distance of roughly 36,000 kilometers. Roughly I am saying, more than 36,000, we will round it off, we will say 36,000 kilometers. If you take low Earth orbit will be at a distance of 400 to 1000 kilometers. But if you take the geosynchronous orbit, it is at a distance of almost 36,000 kilometers. The orbit can go like this, the orbit can go like this, but the only point which we should know is it is at a distance of almost 36,000 kilometers. When this geosynchronous orbit, when it runs parallel to the equator, when this geosynchronous orbit, so we have our Earth, let us say this is one geosynchronous orbit, this is one geosynchronous orbit, so distance is almost 36,000 kilometers. Then this geosynchronous orbit, when it runs parallel to the equator, then that is referred as geostationary orbit. It is also at a distance of almost 36,000 kilometers. So when the geosynchronous orbit runs parallel to the equator, we will refer the geosynchronous orbit as geostationary orbit. When it makes an angle with the equator, then we will refer that as geosynchronous orbit. Okay, so 3 satellites. So here we have India, assume 3 satellites are placed in this geostationary orbit and 4 satellites. Okay, so I am drawing, so 4 satellites, assume here one, here one, here one, here one. Okay, so 4 satellites are placed in the geostationary orbit. 7 satellites are used to provide the positioning system. We also have one more, 8th satellite was also sent for replacement purpose. Now over this time period, 11 satellites were sent over this time period since 2013, now 26. 11 satellites, that includes replacement satellites. Some satellites that gets affected, we will be sending replacement satellite. All put together, we have sent so far 11 satellites. For providing positioning, we need minimum of 3 satellites. For providing positioning, minimum of 3 satellites, it is better to have at least 4. Minimum 3, at least 4. More the number of satellites, more the amount of accuracy. Okay, so India has developed our own regional navigation satellite system. When compared with GPS, when compared with the global positioning system, our NavIC provides much more accuracy. It brings much more accuracy. So our GPS system will provide accuracy close to 20 meters. But our NavIC, Indian developed NavIC, that gives positioning system even up to 10 meters. Okay, so this is regarding NavIC. So it was developed after the 1999 Kargil war. The prime service area will extend up to 1500 kilometers from the boundary. The extended service will go up to 30 degrees south and 50 degrees north and 30 degrees east and 130 degrees east. So this IRNSS will provide 2 types of service. One is the standard one provided for all. Another one is restricted, that is available only for the authorized users. Okay. So it is a constellation of 8 satellites. 3 are located in geostationary, 4 are in the geosynchronous. There is one more satellite ad hoc, we will be maintaining it. So potential application, so it provides navigation. It provides, that helps us during disaster management, vehicle tracking, fleet management, everything. Okay, even the ATM has to be properly connected with the power grid. There should not be any issue in that as well. So it provides a lot of advantages. Okay, it is on par with the US based GPS. In Russia, they have a similar GPS version called as GLONASS, and Europe has Galileo. Alright, similar to India's regional navigation system, there are other navigation system. Okay, 2 regional, Japan has OZSS, that is the regional navigation system. Now India has NavIC. Right. This is regarding NavIC. Now we will move on to the next topic. The next topic is also connected with the IRNSS, that is atomic clock. See, what is atomic clock? Atomic clock is similar to that of our regular clock, but with a difference. What is the difference? Our regular clock, the motorized clock, the quartz based clock which we are having, that will have a error margin of, let's say, for 1 month, the regular watches, the regular quartz based clock will drift by 1 second. Okay, the regular clock. But if you take atomic clock, it will take at least 100 million years to have an error of 1 second. So our regular clock will drift by 1 or 2 seconds in a month, but an atomic clock, that will drift by 1 second in 10 crore years, in 100 million years minimum. That is the difference. So accuracy, error free. The error is very less. We can say it is error free. That is the advantage of atomic clock. Very precise. Now, how this precision is obtained in atomic clock? The atomic clock, they make use of certain elements like cesium, rubidium. The atoms of cesium, rubidium, they vibrate in a specific frequency. They vibrate in a specific frequency. That frequency is noted. For example, these many times it vibrates in 1 second. That value will be freezed. Based on that value, for these many vibrations 1 second, that is going to be stable. The atom vibration, that is going to be stable. So these many vibrations is 1 second, that is locked, and based on that the clock will be programmed so that you will not have any error. These atomic clocks play a very crucial role in this global positioning system. So we discussed about NavIC, right? All our NavIC satellite, each satellite in space, it will have 3 atomic clocks. This atomic clock is very important. Because this atomic clock, see, let's take, we have this NavIC satellite. We have the satellite. So let us say Guna is here. Guna is having mobile phone. From the satellite, signals will be sent to the mobile phone. Mobile phone will have receiver. So I have GPS. In the GPS, we will have the receiver. Our mobile phone has a receiver. So the signal from the satellite is received to the phone. Now, based on the distance, Guna, where is Guna? We know where is satellite. Now, based on the time obtained, we can calculate where Guna is exactly. If Guna has moved here, assume, the signal is going to come to this location. So there will be a small delay, time difference. So based on this, we will know, okay, this much time has been taken to reach Guna. So Guna has crossed this much distance. If Guna is here, let us say the signal comes here. So the precision is very important. Every satellite in the GPS or our Indian regional navigation satellite system, every satellite has 3 atomic clocks. These atomic clocks should not fail. If the atomic clock fails, then the positioning will become, it will have a greater error. See, for example, if our atomic clock in our regional navigation satellite system, in our NavIC, if our atomic clock makes an error of 1 second, and that is going to create a positioning error of almost 3 lakh kilometers. Right? So assume that I am using my positioning system in the application. Okay, if there is a small delay in the atomic clock, the signals will be affected, and that is going to give me a very wrong question. It will say, Guna, to go to Mumbai, you have to travel 3 lakh kilometers. Imagine, that is going to collapse everything. Think about the navigation system used by railways, used by the airline service providers, maritime navigation. If everything is getting disrupted, then that is going to create huge chaos, accidents, disasters. This is the problem. When the atomic clock fails, that is going to create a lot of crisis. So this atomic clock plays a crucial role in the navigation system. Now, why we are discussing about atomic clock? So the problem is, repeatedly, our satellites, our NavIC, navigation with Indian constellation, our satellites is a part of NavIC. As I said, that uses 3 atomic clocks per satellite. These atomic clocks are purchased from a Switzerland-based company called as Spectra. And that atomic clock, these are rubidium-based atomic clocks, it is failing continuously. Repeatedly, So last year what happened, an RTI was filed to get to know about information about the performance of the navigation system. So where the government was replying that almost on 5 different satellites, the atomic clock has failed. And now as per the latest news, only 3 satellites atomic clock is functioning. All other satellites atomic clock has spoiled. Only 3 satellites. So effectively, as a part of our IRNSS, we have only 3 satellites which are functioning effectively. I already said that for providing positioning system, we need at least 3 satellites. But it's better to have more number of satellites. 4 is better. More than 4 is actually convenient. So we have only 3 satellites. That is the challenging part which we are facing right now. So ISRO has decided not to depend on other companies, private companies for atomic clock. So ISRO has decided to develop our own atomic clock. And also ISRO has said that by end of by end of 2026, 3 more satellites will be sent as a part of the IRNSS, and our own atomic clocks will also be sent, so that we can expect a better precision. So now don't think that IRNSS is not going to support us. IRNSS will continue to support us in all possible ways, but it is better to have more number of satellites, minimum 4 satellites, better to have 7 satellites which are functioning effectively. So because of these reasons, the atomic clock was also in news and NavIC was also in news. I hope you got clarity on both the topics which we discussed today, very important from your exam point of view. Right, I will see you in the next Hitlist video. Till then, bye. Take care from Guna Mathivanan.